Oh, of course. Thank you for having me, and thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Our pleasure.
If we can start with maybe the beginning for you, and how you got started in this. Is this something that you did, when you were in high school too, or?
Yeah. I think I was sort of always inclined to these sorts of endeavors. I was always inclined to the theatrical, kind of dramatic sort of side to things. So I started probably early on being really interested in performing, and then I actually moved out to California in high school and started going to a performing arts school and all of that, and then moved back to the East Coast and then back again. So I've been a flip-flopper.
Okay.
But it did start in Pennsylvania. It did start at home. My interest in acting, I guess.
All right, and Alexandra's not only like a collaborator, but she's also your friend too.
Oh yeah, one of my closest friends.
Okay, so where did you meet her? How did that come about?
Alexandra and I, and Alex, you can feel free to come in. But Alexandra and I met at NYU. We both were going there, and we collaborated on a lot of different work, a lot of Alexandra's photography, and she and I collaborated on a few plays that we put up in New York or through our school, and it really just grew from there. It grew from our friendship and from our common interests.
Alexandra, where are you originally from?
Well, I was born in Miami, and I grew up in Georgia. So.
And went to NYU.
Yep, and then I went to NYU.
Okay.
Alana and I have been best friends since we were I guess 19, and we're both 25 now. I've been to Pennsylvania with her to visit her family many times, many times. And, experienced all of the excitement out there, and we've done a lot of photo shoots out there and done different little projects, and this year we decided to do a bigger one.
Yeah, is this you've obviously done films before. Is this your first venture into what I would call maybe a larger scale independent film, or?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Alana and I collaborated on a short film that I did a few years ago that was an experimental film that was kind of a fly by the seat of our pants type of a thing, but it's played at festivals all over the world. It's called Out of the Blue. And after that, I wrote a script actually at Alana's house in L.A. I came and visited for a month and stayed with her. And I wrote a part especially for her, or the main character was for her. And we were trying to get that film financed, and we realized that, waiting for a bunch of people to give you a bunch of money could take a long time. Then we decided that we could do something of this scale on our own. And I had this idea, definitely was spurned from her family's house in Beavertown, Pennsylvania, and I thought, well, do you think that they would let us come stay for a month and totally invade their house and take it over? And Alana bought it somehow.
So it wasn't just you and Alana in Beavertown, it was a crew of 14?
15.
15? Right.
Or more at times.
So the population of Beavertown quadrupled in one day.
I know.
Wow. So did you fill in, Alexandra, on how many famous people live in that area? Is she aware?
Well, one of them we know quite well.
Okay.
Yeah, Davy Jones, of course.
Okay.
Being the number one, I presume.
Right. And
the main guy out there.
Okay. Did you get to hang with him?
Yeah, he actually is an old family friend, and so thanks to him, a lot of this film was possible. Actually, he provided a lot of support. He opened his home to let some of our crew members stay there, and he offered just a lot of moral support. We used a few of our scenes take place at his home, but we're just he was very kind and really embraced our endeavors. He really embraced the whole idea of us just going out and making something, and was a real moral support.
That's wonderful. How awesome is that?
Yeah, it was great.
I'm really glad to hear that. So,
and when we told our crew members that they were not only staying at this beautiful house, but it happened to be Davy Jones' house, it's a little bit more incentive than the pay for them to come out and work with us.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.